40 light-years away, there's a world that looks a lot like Venus. Only, unlike the most sweltering and hellish planet in our solar system, this one might actually have a chance, perhaps even the potential to become the next Earth. This world is called Gliese 12b. That's right, today we're venturing far beyond our solar system in search of an exoplanet where life might actually stand a chance. And unlike many of the false hopes we found before, there's something different about Gliese 12b. It feels promising. Especially compared to Kepler 22b, this one's 595 light-years closer. Still far, but not cosmically impossible. Estimated travel time? About 200 years. Okay, maybe a little longer than expected. Gliese 12b orbits a red dwarf star located in the constellation Pisces. Now, don't get too excited about astrology. Planets don't really have star signs. But it's fun to imagine this world being as creative and mysterious as the constellation it resides in. So what do we know about it? The truth is, very little. Exoplanets don't emit their own light, which makes them extremely difficult to observe directly. But thanks to NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS, scientists can detect them indirectly. TESS watches for tiny dips in a star's brightness as a planet crosses or transits in front of it. That small flicker of starlight tells us a lot. Through these faint signals, we've learned that Gliese 12b is roughly the same size as Earth, though it orbits its star much closer, about 15 times closer in fact. Its sun, however, is only about a quarter the size of ours and burns at roughly 60% of our sun's surface temperature. Smaller, cooler, and red. That's good news, because if it were any hotter, this story would have ended with a ball of fire. Because of its proximity, Gliese 12b receives about 1.6 times more energy from its star than Earth does from the sun. That might sound dangerous, but it also means enormous potential for solar power. In fact, if humanity ever found a way to live there, it could be the first fully renewable planet in the cosmos.
Still, it's hot. Very hot. Average surface temperature is around 62 degrees Celsius or 144 degrees Fahrenheit. It's already a sweltering world. Considering how humans have managed to heat up their own planet through greenhouse gases, this one would definitely need to remain emission-free. Clean energy only. Period. Scientists haven't yet been able to determine what kind of atmosphere Gliese 12b has, but early models suggest a mix that might be similar to Venus, high in carbon dioxide, with traces of nitrogen and other gases. If it truly holds that much CO2, it would explain the intense heat. Without any atmosphere, the planet's temperature would likely drop to around 42 degrees Celsius. But with more greenhouse gases, it could easily spiral into a Venus-like inferno. Even so, Gliese 12b is believed to have a rocky surface and orbits within the habitable zone of its star, the region where liquid water could exist. If there's water, there's potential for life. Exploring the surface would be the only way to know for sure. Here's another fascinating detail. Gliese 12b completes a full orbit around its star every 12.8 Earth days. In other words, a year on this planet lasts less than 2 weeks. That means you'd have a New Year's celebration roughly every 13 days. A busy calendar for any future colonists. Despite being similar in size to Earth, Gliese 12b has nearly 4 times the mass, which means much stronger gravity. Taking a single step there would feel like wearing a full-body weight suit. Walking would be slow, exhausting, but possible. As exploration continues, scientists speculate about what life, if any, could exist here. Movement, chemical traces, or signs of water could reveal something extraordinary. If any living organism were found, even the smallest microbe, it would be one of the most profound discoveries in human history.
Now imagine stumbling across a small creature, something alive on Gliese 12b. If such life truly exists, it would confirm that the universe is not silent, that evolution doesn't just happen here on Earth, but everywhere conditions allow it. Perhaps, somewhere in the red twilight of this alien sky, life is already adapting to its world, breathing gases we can't, surviving temperatures we wouldn't. For now, Gliese 12b remains mysterious, a distant world waiting for us to learn more. But if this planet truly harbors even the faintest signs of life, or water, or the chemistry that makes life possible, it could become one of the most important discoveries ever made. Because 40 light-years away, orbiting a quiet red star in Pisces, there just might be another world. Not of fire, not of chaos, but of possibility. A planet that could one day remind us of home.